Domination Nation, hey there, it's me, you. Back on the game. We all love to hate Dominations. Yes, love this game. I hate this game. What? How does that work? Pretty simple. I can show you I love it pretty easily because I make videos and blah blah blah. And I can show you why I hate it pretty easily. Let's take a look here at old Thornish. Thornish coming in with his mighty helicopter attack. Now he does have a full-scale attack coming in from the west. You'll see it appearing right there. And then the pack of 6 helicopters, which apparently can only be shot down by tanks. Go, tank, go! But they're going to go ahead and just clean those tanks out real quick with their little airplanes. Doesn't really make any sense to me. I guess their helicopters are out of range of everything, but tanks? I don't even know what the hell. But these guys, they just move on through. So yeah, sick base design. I copied it from a guy named Elias, E-L-I-A-S, Elias, however you want to say it. Was scanning through some bases to attack, and I saw him. I actually saw him again after I copied the base. So I didn't attack him either time. I just screenshot him. But with good reason. This is a tough base to take out. He, of course, uses his helicopter cheats. I think those are British helicopters, too. I'm not quite sure, but they seem to have an extended range where they just don't get shot down by anything. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess it's cool if you have helicopters, you can just beat anybody nowadays. But that's what I don't like about the game right now. I don't really know. I'm sure you guys in the comments or something could tell me what the deal is with the old helicopters, or maybe that's just how it is for everybody. They just come through and they just do whatever, and then you're done. I've used helicopters before, and they didn't survive as long. I guess I didn't realize that tanks would be shooting down helicopters, but I guess it makes sense. A tank could easily take out a helicopter, but let's take a look at training here. Whoops, wrong thing. Training helicopter, here it is. Attack helicopters harass enemy defense from long range. They're much more mobile than ground-based siege weapons and able to fly over walls, but have low hit points and weaker weapons. Weakness, low hit points. But it's not a weakness if nothing can shoot you, i.e. my defenses, my air defense, my towers, sniper towers. I mean, all the things that are like in the air can't shoot down. I don't know. Rant over. I don't like it. I want the helicopter so I can cheat and beat everybody too. Right now, you'd be like, why is he... What is this army I've got here? I don't need 4 of these guys. What the heck? We'll go three rifles in there too. This is my training blessing mega army of butt-kicking foot soldiers. Let's just go find a match and show you why. Recently on the post, on the forums, they talked about, I forgot what they called it, the November tune-ups or whatever, I don't know. They mentioned that they boosted the health on, not the health, but the damage of the foot soldiers, especially at industrial and global age, because they're underpowered as far as taking out buildings and stuff like that. Which I agree, I think they probably were. But now you can just kind of pepper them in there. And they'll just whack everything right off. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So this has basically been my farming technique, if you will, or whatever you want to call it. As of late, well, I have training blessing. And, I'm trying to get some oil. That's my main focus. I do want to get the... you can just see that town center drop just like a rock. And that's with probably 10 or 12 of those little foot guys. And they've always been decent troops if you know how to use them right. But I got a spasm in my shoulder. I'm such a spaz. But once they boosted the power on, I'm also with my university mods through CTG, the hottie. foot soldiers are doing nice and dandy, if you ask me. So I'm just kind of displaying basically a couple of techniques on how you can do it without having to use any oil, any tactics. You do have to find a base, I guess, that suits these kind of attacks, but I don't know. He's got 400,000 food. Let's try to get some of that food. Am I missing something here? I see one red, two. Oh, it's being worked on. That's okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna drop a glob, probably about 10, maybe 1, 2, 3, with one bomber guy. Let's see if that works. Yep, that worked. So, I mean, I'm just playing around with it. There's different tactics. Obviously, I wouldn't use this in war or for different strategies, but it works for this. I'll try to decoy a little bit over here, see if I can pull him down maybe. That one's behind the fort. Maybe go for that one, maybe not. But we'll do a little bit of a defensive clearing here. One bomber and target him at the wall. Or not the wall, target him at the storage. There it goes. I'll take that. I must wait before I didn't do anything, game. You're just freezing up. Okay, DomiNations running like a turtle. I'm just gonna go ahead and well, we might as well get the rest of this here. See, I need the oil, but I can't quite get down to that. Well, that's it. We'll just call that an attack. 40%. 90 foot soldiers, 2 bombers. Hey, hey, hey. So I just been playing around with those a little bit lately. That's kind of what I was doing. I do prefer to find some with take a look at the retrain. 54,000 food, that's it. And then we're talking 2.5, 3 minutes with the training blessing on the French. So that's not too shabby. And while that's going, take a look at a couple defensive victories here. This is that same base that I just got helicoptered with. Showed that replay a minute ago. This is how it actually performs whenever a normal guy attacks. Even one higher level than I just doesn't use helicopters. Let's take a look and see how this unfolds. I found when you use fast forward on these replays, it kind of messes up the replay. It doesn't show accurately what happened. So I'm going to try not to use fast forward. I'm just going to show a little bit of this. You can kind of get the idea. These anti-tank cannons with the trap paths, the way they're laid out on this setup, they really just do take out all the tanks, which are preventing you from getting to their fragile troops. But we get to those fragile troops real quick once those tanks are done. Okay, so you can see how this is going nowhere fast. I don't like to spend too much time watching the boring replays. That helicopter one was frustrating, but that's a little bit more of what that base can do for you. Let me get to it. Bing, boom, bang, bang. Here it is. Okay, now again, this is not my original. I copied this from a guy named Elias, however you say it, E-L-I-A-S, and he's one of the better players, I think, because I've seen him on one of the better alliances. So I'm not surprised that it's a good design. I thought it was really striking at first anyways, and he had a lot of medals to lose, and anytime somebody has a lot of medals, that means they're either just play nonstop or they got a decent base. So tried it out. It's pretty sweet. Obviously, you can get smashed by the mega dudes that have no medals or whatever, and they're just coming down and fishing on the poor. But that's all right. That base is sick. I like it. Also ran this base for a little while. I made this one. Let's take a look at it in action here. Ding dong dang. Defense. Yeah, there's always losses in there, but I think if you have any wins in your defensive lineup or your whatever that is history, then your bases are probably doing all right. Because I've had some layouts that just get worked. And of course, I could expose a town center in Forbidden City and just give it away and protect my loot, but take the road less traveled, folks. And I'm still able to advance just as fast as the people with no medals. So. Okay, and the base basically features, you know, kind of guided pathways right into. I allow them somewhat. This is a semi-exposed layout, in my opinion, but the idea is to make them use all their troops just to get the city center in Forbidden City. When you have your exposed town center, your whatever city center or Forbidden City, and it's out on the edges, you know, they can use. I can take that out with like 5 or 6 foot soldiers and have an entire army left to pick off all your loot. So I want them to invest their whole army in just trying to get the city center in Forbidden City and having nothing left over to take the loot. That's the strategy. That's why I can have them all exposed all around my base. And unless somebody wants to come in and choke up 20 medals and just take and hit the loot, then they're going to have to try to get to that city center in Forbidden City. Hopefully they lose everything in the process and have nothing left to get anything. Now this guy runs his little blimp over my oil. And, you know, it cost him a little bit to use that blimp, but 2,600 oil, I would have done the same thing if I were him. And it may make me reconsider my SAM site location, so... Come on, fly your little blimpy. Anyways, come on, dude. There it is. Okay, popped it, whatever. Notice how it's in full speed, he doesn't get the oil? He gets it if I just leave it at one speed replay, which is the only way that it actually works. So using fast forward on replays does fast forward things, but it also changes the outcome of events, which is kind of crazy. Nothing wrong with this game at all, right guys? Right guys? Quickly talk about where I am as far as progress. Sometimes that gets a little boring. But in the library, if you can get level 8, which I think is global aged, the first global age unlock, get it and max out resistance. That's where all your best defensive items in the library are. It takes a little bit of time, but after that I'll be going for the nationalism so I can get the extra bunker, but I don't even have my first bunker yet. That's what I'm making my push for, is a bunker finally. And then university is just killing it. I think I have 65 skills researched so far, and it's making a difference. CTG, assault infantry damage, assault infantry hit points. Where is it? No. There it is. One of my programs, November Design Spotlight. This is what I was talking about. This is a couple of weeks old now, but it does mention what they were to be rolling out soon. Some balance changes. You always want to keep these in mind. You may be using a certain army type. Never trying other armies. That's a mistake because, for one, if you don't pay attention to these, you might be using something that they turn the power down on, and all of a sudden you don't have the same advantage that you once had, or you may be wasting troop space on things when you could be using more of the more powerful heavy infantry and machine guns. So I recommend trying a little bit of the foot soldier, trying a little bit of the more of the machine gunners, Gatling gunners, whatever, because they've been underperforming in their role, and so they're being receiving a significant boost in their damage and hit points. And so don't be afraid to get in CTG. Look at her, she's so she got the magic stick still, but you get in there and upgrade your assault infantry damage, assault infantry hit points, But essentially, just my tip of the day is play around with different army structures, different stuff. There's different easy ways to get money. You don't need mercs or planes or any oil really, um, anything other than a couple of troops. And with some tanks, you can mix them in there. You can do a lot of fun stuff. And I know it's not going to be your typical war attack or anything like that, but hey, man, when you're French or whatever with the training blessing, you're boosting your armies. They're coming out real quick. And I've already got enough troops on here to go ahead and attack again if I wanted to just go find and pick off in a town center or city center. But with that being said, thanks to all the people watching the videos, liking, commenting, subscribing. We've got lots of views. I mean, I'm up to like 3,000 on some of them. It's crazy. It's crazy. I made these videos originally just to share with the team since we can't share replays on the game yet. And we can't watch war replays. That was what it all started with. And, here we are with Sanford Tokyo. We got Sanford Tokyo 2 filling up. We're probably going to have a Sanford Tokyo 3 at some point. And it's all just based on being, nice to your neighbors. We have people from all over the globe on our team, and like a lot of alliances do. But we don't stand for anybody, I guess you could say bullying or, really mouthing of any type. No talking down. I really don't like people just being negative about the game all the time either. So, we're a positive place. We can't win every war. We're not playing the game all day, every day, but we're very active, very friendly. So if you want to have more fun with the game, instead of just being mad or whatever all the time about it, then come on down and sign up. Just search Sanford Tokyo. You'll find us. SANFRANTOKYO. There we are. There's our backup. Well, 49. Woo-wee! Oh, Sanford Tokyo 2's moving on up too. So looks like we do need to open a Sanford Tokyo 3. That'll be on the list. You can find it soon. But come join the community. People that are nice and respectful and have a lot of fun with the game. And in all aspects of it. So appreciate you watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends on your alliance so they can maybe get some tips from how we're playing or whatever. So that's it. A couple new layouts, a little bit of fun with the new foot soldier power and stuff like that. So try it out. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Peace out.